Menti bibiasio Adam Kojo Blakk Rasta One Afenyo Markin ewo issue dada. Enu nti na odi nsem we ya betudwa anase Afenyo Markin ensem we ya odi abetudwa na Blakk Rasta. Ochira na dwon ho because where's all use ma Afenyo Markin. We two separate interviews Afenyo Markin wa grant ya Blakk Rasta. Wa ba keka na dwen ewo ho. Ensem na Afenyo Markin di tudwa a Blakk Rasta oboso permit eni gumbe no. Mashawa so we share video we no better watch amam your comment section. We want subscribe here ebusu mashawa so be subscribe to TRENDSGH na turn on notification bell on for latest update. Now a minority leader in parliament Honorable Afenyo Markin 2 days ago on emefa apple on Joy News a grantee interview before ebusu that day no krampo no na okujeto ablakwa okopie mu veti committee no aseno one Afenyo Markin crowd no mo have some banter crowd na okujeto chire mu se an wohwe mu a NPP appointees a che se omato state land and as a land looting de enya sam ketwa obo Afenyo Markin krampo edin ewo ho mo Afenyo Markin so ochechire insemu ewo ho. So during that day interview no ne emefa apple have ye no ene ebusuan Afenyo Markin okeka nsem bi about omo asesi a omo abamba yimu which is NDC na ensem Afenyo Markin ka no ebusuan yanto yabo na yentie ni.
You know, when Mr. Blakwa was talking about looting, there were some big men behind him who I know own state land at Ridge.
Okay.
Huge acreage.
But these are things you do not
Hold on. Look, menu boy kakro.
Okay.
Inyan sembia na waka. Mboja masa. Inyan sembia na nimpa eduwenwa eduwanoka. They are acting childish. And they are creating an impression that they are righteous. That is why they cannot boldly claim that, say that they own a property at Airport Hills. That is why they say, my wife takes care of me. I am a tenant.
Who is the fight? Who are you talking about?
Emefa, who in this country will stay at Airport Hills and rent that place you build to own? The covenant in the agreement is that it's owner occupation. They won't allow you
to rent.
And some Afenyo Markin or Kenny Nana say, Okuye to Ablakwa, a bonus sadness modible to just say, NPP, I abaying penny for Nibino, or Mark to state land na there no. Shall say, or no, Afenyo Markin or a matured, and yan semi na no nima opposite to get because what share abaying profwa or more to state lands are, I NDC for or Munye Saints are. NDC almost no more con. I woko Roman rich. Any other state lands are NDC for atona and yasam ketwa. Na enona Blakk Rasta ne type po I was say why no kasa some Afenyo Markin. Blakk Rasta was sending message to Afenyo Markin and some na oka on wabo JJ Rollins dingo.
Sometimes I wish it was 1979 when Rawlings came in with all the foolhardiness and all the Dutch courage so that people like this will be shot, killed, and buried in shallow graves unmarked perpetually. On a more serious note, on a more mild note, on a more sensible note, can I look at this, please? Afenyo Markin, your government was in power for 8 solid years. Mahama just took over less than a month ago on the 7th of January. It's not 8th February yet for us to say it's even 1 month. And already, you know all the big men, the Syrians, the Lebanese, the Turks, and everybody who owns a house in cantonments, in Ridge and all that. What prevented your government from dealing with these people? If you truly love Ghana, in a serious country, this guy will be castrated. So these constituencies who vote for these guys with empty heads, why do they vote for them? They don't even have you at heart. This is a guy who claims he knows some illegality happened. Have you just got the knowledge freshly? You didn't know this when you were in power as the majority leader. It's now that you have come to know that there's some illegality happening, right? Granted, my brother, my sister, once you have this information as a patriot, what do? You are a parliamentarian. Make it known. Bring out the list that you have present it to the so-called oral. If you don't trust them, there's another investigative outfit that could deal with this. Even Shraj could deal with this. The office of the special prosecutor is still on. Can they not investigate this corrupt activity? My brother, my sister, and if the people mentioned Sam George and Ablakwa have houses at airport, whatever, and they deny it, can we investigate this fully? Are we ashamed of our investigative apparatus? Are we that weak to be able to go down and investigate the owner of a house? Is that how weak our investigative apparatus is in Ghana? If you cannot find the real owner of a certain house that has no wings to fly, that cannot sink into the abyss, then I wonder what you can do when it comes to forensics. Our investigations in this country are so weak, so porous. We need to make sure that the oral members themselves are clean. If Afenyo Markin is making such a big allegation that oral is nothing but a joke, can they start by teaching him what a joke oral is? Declare your assets. Now, all members of oral must declare their assets. They must start investigating very seriously.
Also say JJ Rollins time say Rollins na odi aban so se a nanka Afenyo Markin nimpa bi te say Afenyo Markin mo no ye shutu omo amanfo bi ekum omo ama na omo asan so kura esi omo. Now Yambonra Parliament House wo back here almost 2 weeks ago. So far shortest vetting Greater Accra Regional Minister Nevertin. I'm talking about Honorable Linda Oklu. Now Nevertin wuhwe mu a obi ekwe no mu a obi sa question o. And I'm not say adan Afenyo Markin we dey odan he because Afenyo Markin ampa so obi beba Vertin. Afenyo Markin obekire mu say oni question bia emasa nipa no. Ana say Ada nkrofo mo appointment committee no so no omumbisa Greater Accra Regional Minister question bia no ebiso mo nte ase because Greater Accra wo hwe challenges a ewo ha na manya e whole minister na mo simumbisa no question there ye dwe ho a ye nte ase. So Afenyo Markin a minority leader in parliament and the GTV presenter no obisa no questions bi say adenti and a Greater Accra Regional Minister no omumbisa no question and Afenyo Markin wa kire semu
they came begging.
Who came begging?
They.
Who is they?
They came begging that the woman could not stand the scrutiny. So we just let her go.
So on this particular stance, you yielded?
Well, because obviously she's a widow. She's not, they say she's a widow. They say the woman, cannot stand the scrutiny, had some other challenges. So we let it go.
On this matter?
After all, she qualifies under Attacks 78, so we let it go.
Afenyo Markin and some are okay nyina say adientia Greater Accra Regional Minister Honorable Linda Oklu omwembisa no question bia wo vetting national is because majority side no omo approach omo minority say Greater Accra Regional Minister Honorable Linda Oklu oye widow chese nukunu atue nananom wonse do enunti na dwemu no enhyada enye clear enunti say who scrutinize ni bebre a wanhwa na ebe put pressure on her na asem we kra no me ankase Kojo Blakk kra no menti ase. So if Linda Oklu Greater Accra Regional Minister say won't me answer certain questions we and say question you mbebisa na ebe put pressure on her, then it means indirectly she is not fit for that job. Na me kan what I say because obetumi sesia na wenya that position no obetumi take decision bia later wo question na obekasa an bia na ni state of mind no ensure that enko you need to take that decision na anyanya bia no se wuku na ato na nanom wonse do ha. This is about Ghana. It is a nukune wu no ntumi it was now the friend baby. Now on this and way in a Blakk Rasta was sending message to Honorable Afenyo Markin and the Parliament plus appointment committee is about to go down.
These are the traitors of Ghana's democracy. They are nothing but dirty traitors. Afenyo Markin should bow down his head in some dirty, stinking shame. Listen to this guy talking like an infant. Listen to this guy talking like he has no brains. My brother, he is saying that he decided, alongside the minority and the majority, to lower the standards at the detriment of the whole nation called Mother Ghana. These are guys who claim they should be called honorables. These are guys who claim that they are serving Ghana. All these guys should bow down their heads in shame. Right from whoever brought in the plea and whoever accepted this dirty, stinking plea. She lost her husband, fine. If she's not in the right state of mind to serve the nation, put her aside. It's not by force. There are other people who could do the thing. Today, so anybody who is bereaved could run away from every vetting in Ghana, or anybody who is breastfeeding could run away from vetting in Ghana. What a cheap parliament. Oh my God have mercy. What is this? This is so nauseous, so stinking. Now this woman has been left off the hook because some charlatans, irresponsible charlatans, decided to go and beg the minority not to vet the woman because she lost her husband. My brother, my sister, this is why the Cecilia Dapas will continue being in government. This is a reason square pegs will continue to be in round holes in government. I am so sad and disappointed. Thanks to Afenyo Markin, he has told us how cheap this appointment committee is. It's stinking cheap. It's beyond cheap. And if I had my own way, I would disband this dirty, cheap, irresponsible appointment committee right now. If some people can come in and tell you, don't ask this person questions because the person is bereaved, and you go by the flow, my God, then I wonder what Mother Ghana is doing. I am so ashamed of these honorables who want us all to call them honorables. It looks like they are all history illiterate. In the last vetting we saw in Parliament, Sarah Adwoa went in there, and because she had a baby, they asked and pleaded that the vetting should be as short as possible. We all heard Aruna Idrisu and the rest of them say, no, you know you have a baby, blah, 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 blah. She had the shortest vetting. The last time we vetted appointees of ministers, appointees of the president. What did we see from Sarah Adwoa? She had a cozy walk in the park. She became the most arrogant minister of state we had in that government. We heard her say against all her swearing that she would serve the nation and put the nation first. She told us without any respect, with all arrogance, that her family first. Such an arrogant woman. Such an arrogant woman. That was what Sarah Adwoa told us. My family first. She decided to abscond. Better still, she decided to put away her ministerial duties and run away all the way to America. There she was. We saw her celebrating birthdays, my brother, my sister, on camera. Yet the Ghanaian people were waiting for her to come and deliver her responsibility as she had sworn her to do. She had an easy vetting, the same such plea. Oh, she's a nursing mother, so don't keep her waiting. My brother, my sister, what prevented Adwoa from bringing a baby to the parliament for vetting? She could have breastfed the child right at the vetting, and that would have been a clean, beautiful campaign for breastfeeding, natural breastfeeding for all mothers across the nation. She could have even been an ambassador for breastfeeding. But no, arrogance and dirty tactics in the Parliament House. They allowed her to go free. What is the importance of the vetting anyway? It's supposed to examine the appointees and be sure that they are truly cut for the work. And you bring them in and let them have a good walk, cozy walk in the park. At the end of the day, as we are told, they might even take some money from the chief of staff for coming to sit there and allow people to walk like that. Now, these guys are not serious. They are traitors of our democracy, traitors of our nation. No wonder they can go and sit there and box each other night and day over we are tired, we won't vet anybody anymore. Hey, we want to go. Yet these are the same dishonorables who would wake up before cock crow and go and sit in the parliament house because they want to sit at a side that is called majority. You fought to be able to sit at the majority side. God has rewarded you with a micro minority. Go and sit at the majority side again. You fought and woke up very early in the morning before cock crow. Some of you have never even done that all your lives. Even if your houses were on fire, you will never wake up that early. But because of this ego, you decided to get up early in the morning before cock crow. Some of you did not even brush your teeth. You went and sat at the majority side. Today you'll be rewarded with a micro minority. Would you dare go and sit down at the majority side? Go and sit down there. Oh, what a shame. Is this what we are teaching the next generation? That you can sideline Ghana and let any Tom, Dick and Harry come walking by as long as you are giving such a flimsy reason. Why? Is she the only person who has lost her husband? Huh? Is she the only person? If she doesn't have the mental capability of handling this situation, with all respect, it's about Ghana. Please, if you are going to war and there are wounded people, you do not risk their lives by taking them to war. You let them stay aside and put on your best soldiers to go and fight. Or else, you are on a sacrificial spree. Better still, sacrifice spree. You are leading them to the slaughterhouses. Thanks to Afenyo Markin, we've realized how shameless the appointments committee is. And again, I cry for Ghana. What a shame!
Ntano de Kochoko legend. Kwai Blakk Rasta message way and a supplement and or the Abamonchibonka highway no so. And what in some way about no state captains and samana Blakk Rasta o yusu ye e wo home. O chema eye honorable Attacks Afenyo Markin. Say Rollins and or also by this time na ke was Afenyo Markin kra no o mo shoot no. Afenyo Markin o mo ekunu. Afenyo Markin kra mpo no o mo asen esie no. And Blakk Rasta we see there. And also, ebusuan chira wadwema me comment section ho na share video we ma afoforo so ensa nkebi. Macron. Secure your land or building today by reaching out to Land King Company Limited. About a cadastral site plan and I say building plan who essence Land King Company Limited or bidi hujuma amount and tentem sasuna or more facilitated title certificate and I say building permit and who essence will reach out to Land King Company Limited ebusuya or mobile survey amount. Consultation is free or more pokwasi here or more number na twegu e wo screen no Land King Company Limited no more can say secure your property today.